Yo, what's happening, everybody? I'm out here working on the boat. I made a list before I even get started. Let me sit down because I made a list of everybody I wanted to shout out. It's been a while since I made a video, and but I want to say hey to well, first of all, Trent, a couple of YouTube subscribers, Trent and Monty. They've been following my progress, and they both asked me how things were going. And I've been wanting to do a video, for an update video, for a while, because for all my family on iBoats, I wanted to say what's up to them. And so anyway, I wanted to give a shout out to SD Seville, Supra the Peg. I know I butchered his name. Rick Stevens. Rick gave me some good information too. TP and Field, Teddy Pendergrass, TP. That's what I like to call him, TP. Always, man, just always gives up good information, and just, man, you don't know how much I appreciate you, TP. We got Mark 72, another guy, always, man, always just good information. And I never seen this guy before. Saginaw Babe Boater. That's another cat that got on the forum and answered a post I put up, and man, the iBoats family. Oh, and Wood on Glass. Hey, that's my boy, man. Wood on Glass. Anyway, I just wanted to give a quick update. It's starting to get dark, and I wanted to get this video out before I went, before I kept working. But right here, you see, I got my seat bases down, and this is actually Frisco Boaters' idea. You want to put these bases down because you don't want to screw them to your floor. So, and it's just 2 3/4 inch pieces PL together on like a whatever angle you like. I try to do a Superman move and cover it in one piece of 1708. And when I put the 1708 on there, and fitted it seemed like, it was practical, like I could do it, man. And I got to laying it up, and it was ugly. I mean, it was pretty ugly. Anyway, make a long story short, I drew all the bubbles up to the top. I got one booger right there. This side, I didn't get no boogers on the side, but just a big, large air bubble on top where I collected all the air to the top. What I should have did is probably did a ring with the cover top piece, and that probably would have worked out. Yeah, I probably, but you know, hey, you live and learn. What I'm gonna do is get some, make up some peanut butter, flatten that out with peanut butter, and I might throw a piece of chop strand on top, and then I'm gonna fix that, throw a piece of chop strand on that little booger spot right there. You know, I could have left that, you couldn't see it, but I knew it was there. From, you know, if you were to look at it before I grinded it off, you couldn't tell that the fiberglass was coming up. But I didn't want that, man. I haven't cut no corners yet. I'm not gonna start now. So I'm gonna repair that part, and let's see what else is going on. Everything, and now on the upper deck is foamed. I'm not gonna go into my foam story right now, but just to suffice to say, everything on the upper deck is foam. Basically, I took the cubic inches of what was originally there and added it all up, those cubic inches, and then just put it back in different places. You still got, so now there's foam here in that compartment, foam in that compartment, foam in that compartment, which is, I gotta, actually, I'm not, this is, well, this is the only compartment that's not finished foam, because I gotta make some type of cut. So when I put my seat pedestal post in there, you know, even though this is sealed, that piece, I'll go get that piece before I finish the video so you can see what I'm talking about. That compartment there is foamed. This is foamed. This is foamed. But I'll go get that piece and explain to you what I'm talking about in a minute. Okay. I finally got the front of the drainage hole. That's bored out. I got the holes in for my gimbal housing, and I finally got the steering relief things cut out. I had a template, but what the template didn't tell me was how deep to go. I only knew what the outside thing was. So what I did is I had Scott give me a hand. We put the gimbal housing on, and I just kept moving the, you know, you would normally have the tiller arm up here, and then your steering right there. Well, I just kept on moving it until I could move it to the extreme and it wouldn't touch, and I would just keep, you know, just keep sanding it back. I used the grinder. I started out with the drill, and it was just a miserable fail mess, and I ended up just using the grinder by hand, and it came out really nice and clean. I gotta seal it. I will do that today. I finally got it in my bilge plate, so I have something to screw my bilge to. I need to cover that. I might add a little bit of more peanut butter around the edges just to make it, you know, drop off. It's not bad. I might leave it. I don't know. I'm undecided to that. Also, Kay Shallon, pretty sure it was Kay. He was saying that he had put drainage pieces in his compartments, or in, you know, throughout his boat, because he didn't want any water to collect. And the reason why I didn't do the whole boat, all of my storage compartments like this, you know, like the main one, because I honestly don't never intend to let any water get into this boat unless it sinks. Other than that, I'm not letting, you know, that was my frame of mind. But, you know, about a month ago, a tree limb fell on the boat, ripped the cover. Okay, and then within that time, I had a new cover, but didn't want to put it on until I was done with the boat anyway. So by that cover ripping, it forced me to use a new cover. Well, in between the time I got the new cover, I dug it out the garage and was able to put it on, there was a freak storm. Water got in the boat, and that's why you see these kind of like this water ring around the bottom, because right here is where it was ripped and water came in. So that told me that, hey, things happen. You don't ever know, even with the best intentions, no matter how well you intend to take care of your boat, something might happen. So anyway, where are we at here? Oh, you can't see it because I chop strand this, but anyway, now where are we at? Boom, storage, drainage. I got a pipe. I'm gonna do about 2 or 3 coats of resin in there. I'm not gonna put the pipe in, but I am gonna put 2 or 3 coats of resin around it to make sure, get it nice and sealed up. This side has one also, right there. Both storage things have them, and both storage areas back there also have drainage holes. So that's the, that's foamed, that's foamed, that's foamed, that's foamed, that's foamed, and that is foamed. Okay, let me go grab the seat piece so I can show you what's up with that. Okay, I'm back. So anyway, this is the last compartment to be foamed. And the reason why it's last is because I haven't figured out a viable solution. Because see, this seat plate goes in here, right? And well, I can 4200, the 3M marine sealant. I could put that around all of this, then set it down and screw it in. But I just don't know if that's, if that's enough. If there's something I should do with this before I go ahead and fill it all the way up with foam. I don't know if I should fill it up with foam all the way and then just chip out just enough for this, for that piece to go in. I don't know if I should put some kind of PVC cup in there to catch anything that might fall, that might weep through the edges. I haven't figured that out yet. So if anybody got any ideas on what I should do with this, and this cabinet is probably filled up to in this area too, about here with foam. So I got plenty of room yet to figure out what I want to do with that in order to get my seat pedestal piece, my seat base piece in here. I think that might be oh, okay, so the only other thing to talk about, man, it's getting dark. The only other thing to talk about is my Outdrive. Okay, I put my Outdrive in the shop, and make a long story short, it's gonna be, they want $1,000. I got another place I could take it to. They were talking about 700, but they haven't seen it yet. And here's the deal, like who was that on the forum? That was I think it was Mark that was saying, dude, go ahead and spend $1,200 and get an SEI, which is, because man, if I'm gonna pay $1,000 or even $800, shit, I might as well pay $12 and get the SEI. But I haven't checked to make sure to see if shipping is free, because as heavy as that is, it's going to cost a ton to ship. And then now also Scott was saying, man, bump that, let's do this, let's rebuild it ourselves. And I was like, oh man, I don't know if I want to, because we're pretty savvy. He's a mechanic by trade, so, and I'm no slouch in that, I'm kind of savvy when it comes to building stuff, but we don't have neither one of us have any marine background, and so I don't know. I'm not sure if but he made a good point. He said, even if we did it wrong, once you get the gimbal housing on and you get the motor in, even if we screw up the Outdrive, all you got to do is just unbolt the Outdrive. It's not like even if you do it twice, it's still going to be cheaper than taking it to the shop. So at this point, I'm trying to decide, do I want to do it myself? Do I want to rebuild? Oh, the Outdrive needs upper seals, lower seals, a water pump kit, and a water pump base. And so far, the shop says that the bellows look okay. The gimbal bearing looks okay. I'm probably gonna need a shift cable. And then who knows, who knows. That's what else once it's popped open. Oh, that's another thing. Say I do take it to the shop. They want 700 for the upper kit, upper seal kit, lower seal kit, and whatever, the water pump. Well, that's just those seals. Who's to say that they pop it open and there's some hard parts in it that need to be replaced? So then I'm talking anywhere from 700 to 1,000, plus whatever hard parts, the unforeseeable stuff they didn't know before they popped it open. So, and man, the SEI is looking attractive, because the thing of it is, if I'm gonna be guessing and going into the unknown, shit, I might as well do it myself. But I'm really looking at the SEI. Mark was saying, I think it was Mark. Wait a minute, was it Mark or let me get my notes? Or was it Rick? Might have been Rick. Rick was a do-it-yourself proponent. Mark, somebody else said, I can't remember who said this, but they were saying, oh, now I done lost my train of thought. Oh, anyway, I think it was TP. I think it was TP that said, spend 150 on the parts, 150 on the specialty tools, and that's like $300. Providing that there's no hard part issue, there's nothing further once you get into it. And see, because of our lack of marine knowledge, I'm wondering if the hard parts or other stuff that could be bad in there, is it going to be obvious? Will we know it when we see it? Will it be an obvious part that needs to be replaced? See, that's where TP was saying, you're not paying $1,000 for parts during labor. Basically, you're paying that much for knowledge, for somebody that knows how to do it and do it quick and not be messing around. That's where you're paying. So, man, I don't know. Why don't you guys vote in? I'll let you guys decide. Why don't you vote, man? We're gonna have a vote. SEI or do it myself. If I do it myself, I'll video the whole thing. Boats like mine, this wood boat is a dinosaur. It's a thing of the past. Most new boats are made of different materials. They're not even made of wood anymore. But maybe that information could still possibly help somebody out. I haven't seen any YouTube videos at all with any videos on a reseal kit for a Merc Cruiser Alpha 1. And so if I did that, a big reason for me to do it would be to tape it and then provide it for people that, so they can learn they can see how I did it and learn by my mistakes, and hopefully not do whatever mistakes I could potentially make, and they can save themselves a lot of money if they choose to go that route. So there is a plus in doing it, because not only am I going to help myself, but I have the potential to help somebody else. So anyway, yeah, I got it. Let me go. It's getting dark, and I want to get that upper keyhole where the steering cutout goes, the steering relief. I want to get that at least resin, at least one coat. I want to put a piece of 1708 on my bilge, and I want to fix the booger up there and fix that before I go. It's pretty ambitious because it's getting dark, but I'm gonna do my best. And then you guys also please vote SEI or do it myself for the seal kits. All right, peace.
welcome. How did it go? Oh, good. I'm recording, so I gotta be careful. I don't want to get your mom after me. I know she don't want her babies on YouTube.